What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me again on the VoiceHacks channel. Today, I'm going to take a look at a band that has been kind of going viral, but more on Facebook. It's really weird because I feel like these guys really should be all over the YouTube React scene and stuff, and they kind of aren't. This is a band from India called Bloodywood we're going to take a look at today, and I actually have just been muting the videos when I've seen them come up on Facebook because I can see what's going on, but I didn't want to listen to it yet. I wanted to react to it with you guys. This looks like a metal band, one of the first big ones I've ever seen out of India, which is really, really cool. And it looks like they maybe have more than one vocalist, at least two, if not three. So we're going to check that out and let's see what Bloodywood is all about on today's VoiceHacks reaction video. Okay, so as you guys know, if there's any extreme vocals, I am going to explain them to you and tell you what kind they are in case you're interested in learning that style. What's really fascinating to me, and one of the things that drew me into metal as the genre I ended up playing in, was the ability for metal to incorporate any other style or culture into the genre. I've heard every sort of incorporation of music, from classical to jazz to all sorts of cultural influences in metal. We've seen metal bands out of Europe incorporate their culture, the classical music, into the metal. We've seen metal bands like The Who coming out of Mongolia incorporating their culture into metal. We've seen Tunisian metal bands like Mirath incorporating some of their culture into the metal. So it's really amazing how wherever you come from, or even if you prefer a certain style, we've got like jazz metal. We have so much stuff you can do with metal. Rapping, screaming, there's a lot you can do. And it's odd because there's so much you can do with metal, but yet metalheads are such subgenre purists, which is hilarious to me. But it's really refreshing to see another country start to join the party. India hasn't really been a big part of the metal scene yet. And so let's check out what's going on with Bloodywood. They appear to be paving the way. I know they've played Vakken and things like that, which is really impressive. That's a huge feat. So let's check out Bloodywood and see what kind of vocals we're looking at here. This song is called Machi Basad. Expect a riot. I can dig it. All right. Oh wow, they've got dancers. I was not expecting the Bollywood dancer.
It's a fight between can and should. So bounce to the sound, make a revolution. This is an act of war, this is the evolution. Remember those who raised before with the last straw hard.
Okay, one thing is, I didn't expect the rapping. That's different.
To the core and we're ready for more. Rise up and get on the attack. Become the generation to break the camel's back. Said break the camel's back. Said break the camel's back. Rise up, get on the attack. Become the generation to break the camel's back.
Okay, so this is cool. So we've got like two vocalists so far, and it's kind of neat because there's been bands like Amaranth who have multiple vocalists, so I love when people do that. We've got the guy who's doing some really clean but supported rapping, and then we have this guy doing voice with grit, and it looks like, I think that might be Hindi that he's singing in, so it's really cool. This is way more than I was expecting. It's really groovy. All right, so I think he maybe went to like a false chord scream there. It's kind of hard to tell with the production, but I think it's false chord. I'm really surprised by the Indian dancers in here. I didn't expect dancing with metal, but I think that's really cool that they've incorporated so much of their regional culture into the music. And dancing is very much a part of their mainstream movies and things in India, so it's really cool that they have truly infused that with the metal here.
Hey there, hi, I'm ready to die. The red kind of guy who's willing to try to take the big shots at the big boys. Boom, boom, bang, make a big noise, shake it up, I got the big toys. Rhyme and dust with the best of the rest. Grab them all by the neck and put it to the test.
So I'm curious, if you're from India, is rap popular in India? This reminds me more of like, it's like down-tuned and groovy, and we've got the rapping guys, so it reminds me a lot of new metal, what we were doing with new metal in the States for a while. And I'm not a genre purist necessarily. I kind of like new metal, so it's really interesting to me. I'm just curious, is like rapping and or new metal popular in India, or is this just new to the Indian audience? This is pretty cool though.
Close to my heart, so I never got a chance. Hear those who came before. Feel what is yet to come. Know what you're fighting for. It's why we go to war. The body can rock it. Come to stay for the whole game. Some of me like gonna be there, like I'm a bull rocket.
So this is some really like difficult, high, like distorted voice, like na 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 na. Like that's pretty high for a man with a lot of grit on it. But it's definitely pitched. Most of the time he's actually singing something. There's definitely a melody there. And this chord progression underneath, even though it has a lot of Eastern percussion, Indian percussion in it, it does remind me, like the chords do remind me more of some of the European stuff that we've heard. So it's really cool. They're just infusing all kinds of pieces of metal together for something totally new. There's the false chord again right there. He does go heavy. It's cool. Whoa, breakdown. This is really pretty though, where they're at. It's really cool that they're able to share their culture to the world through music like this.
It's a fight that goes beyond bad and good. It's a fight that goes beyond bad and good.
This is really good. A lot different than I was expecting. Imagine though, like, look at this whole village, like, chilling out, watching them. Imagine, like, just telling your neighbors, like, hey, we're gonna do a metal show out here. Especially in a country like this where metal is still sort of new. I mean, it just must have been, like, blowing everybody's mind in the neighborhood to do this. Wow, that's super awesome. What a cool band. So I think it's really great that metal is starting to reach all the corners of the world. Who is your favorite culturally infused brand of metal? Have you guys ever heard of Bloodywood before? What did you think? I thought the vocals were great. I thought they had actually 3 vocalists, so I was wrong. We have 2 vocalists here. What do you think about bands with multiple vocalists? I'm curious to hear your opinion. Let me know what you want me to react to next. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon for more Voice Hacks videos.